What up, SFAM? It's your boy Thursday's back here with another motherfreaking video. Hey, so I've been waiting. I don't know why, and I've wanted to check this video out. It's only been out for what, a week? So a week and a day. So it's been about a week and a day. That's how long I've been wanting to react to it. But a combat veteran, bro. This is gonna be a story time, I would imagine. He's talking about the day that he fired a negligent discharge in the Army. So, SFAM, negligent discharges is when you freaking fire a weapon when you don't actually mean to, or when it's not the right time to do it. For instance, you might be at a range. Y'all might be doing rifle marksmanship. You might be at a range and you're taking orders from the tower. Whoever you hear on the speaker giving the orders. They might say weapon status amber, weapon status red. That means when you freaking take your weapon and you lock and load it and you go ahead and let your bolt go forward and all this stuff like that. So if you fire your weapon at any time when not actually meaning to do it, that's called a negligent discharge, and that can be very, very serious in the Army, bro. It's all kinds of. I've seen people at the United States Army Drill Sergeant Academy. He said it. Certain people, while we're at the range, do a negligent discharge, and that really counts against them while they're in school. They stop right there where they're at. They have to switch over to another class, backed up to a different time, so they don't graduate the normal time they're supposed to graduate. I've seen people in freaking Afghanistan shooting their weapon when they didn't freaking mean to, and they get certain punitive actions start happening to them. So negligent discharge can be very dangerous. It's not looked as pretty anything good in the Army. So I want to see what Drew's story, what a combat veteran's story is on firing a negligent discharge. SFAM, I want to thank y'all for rocking with me. I'm glad I did this today because it goes right in line with the other video that I just put out, or am getting ready to put out, with angry cops. And he's talking about the semi-automatic nonsense and stuff. So I don't know, but anyway, SFAM, let's get into it. SFAM, stand up, say folks motivated, get motivated up this one time. Let's go.
On another episode of Let's Talk About the Dumb Shit I Did in the Military as a private. Let's talk about the time I got a negligent discharge in basic training. Well, don't judge me. You're looking at me, alright?
He was a PM. He was a private, bro. Privates do dumb stuff, bro. They just do. We all were there in the military. We all were there. There's been all kinds of dumb things, some dumber than others, but it happens. It happens. And I would say it's better to get in trouble. It's better to get in trouble earlier in your career than later in the career. I guess. I don't know. Let's keep it moving. Let's go.
Ready, and you're judging, okay? It happens to the best of us. So this was during FTX mount training, right? And for those of you that don't know, mount training is a mission operation on military operation on urban terrain. So, you know, they hit you with certain scenarios on getting ambushed and attacked and all this other stuff. I was hyped, all right? Like, my energy was up through the roof, right?
Of course.
And I just wanted to keep going. Old Private Hernandez is running around with them old school Kevlars, just, you know, and BDUs. Yeah, I was in FTX and BDUs still.
Okay.
And we're doing the damn thing. And for some reason, as a private, you got to remember one thing, okay? I'm from New York. I've never touched a gun before the military. I don't even think about holding guns. Like, the first introduction to a gun.
And that's the craziest thing. I don't know. It's not really crazy, but when you think about it in basic training, and then when you go into the, you first start in the Army, you'd be surprised how many people have never shot a gun or a weapon before. Some people have never put their hands on a weapon. Their first time putting their hands on a weapon is their freaking in basic training. So you can understand some of these trainees are freaking scared. They don't know. They're nervous. All kinds of stuff, bro. So I understand where he's coming from. Let's go.
For me, was in the military. A machine gun. Imagine giving me that, right? This is all my first
He was
time,
probably
right?
hyped up,
I was
bro.
a little trigger happy.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a little bit trigger happy, and I had this thing that I like to squeeze the trigger. I don't know why. Private Hernandez, dumbass. But I had this thing. I just wanted to like squeeze the trigger. Just squeeze it.
Why?
No reason. I knew it was on safety. I knew it wasn't gonna pop. But just squeezing it.
And see, that's the thing that we stress on. That keep your freaking finger off that trigger. When you're just walking around with your freaking weapon, you will have your finger like this, not in the freaking trigger, like, you know what I'm saying, like that. So let's go.
From time to time, no reason at all. And then I had this other thing where I like to flip
Going from
selector
safe to
switch.
semi. Yep. Flick that back and forth. Just keep flicking it,
I just like
flicking
the
it.
sound it made when it flicked it. We were on break. It was chow time. We're eating MREs, right? I was done. I'm ready for action. I'm ready for more. And
I know he was hyped up, bro.
and I get up and I'm looking around, right? I'm feeling like Rambo, right? I got this big gun with me. I'm just looking around like.
Rambo.
And it was an M16 I was holding. I wasn't holding a saw. It was an
An
M16.
M16.
Looking around like, y'all done yet? Come on, man. Let's. And everyone's either taking a nap, like, or they're finishing up their MRAs, and we're just waiting for the drill sergeants to come get us and shit like that.
So
And
this was in
I'm
basic
flipping-
in LKC.
like,
This is what I'm talking about. This was okay. Yes, I thought he was already out of basic training, but he was in basic training. So yeah, and that's a very important thing from in the past. I think we've learned from that as drill sergeants nowadays, like the important practices that we do. You know what I'm saying? And we specify to the trainees, you don't freaking put your finger on that trigger unless you're planning on engaging. You know what I'm saying? Don't freaking pull that trigger unless you want to shoot something. And I think we do that on purpose. Like, okay, we told you don't put your finger on that freaking trigger unless you want to shoot something. Or you accidentally shot your battle buddy, you must have wanted to freaking shoot him. I don't know, bro. So flicking that selector switch from safe to semi, you can't be doing that, bro, because you get into the habit. I'm gonna just flick it, and then squeezing the trigger too while it's on safe. That is PFC in the freaking in this private and basic, bro. Understood. Let's go.
The selector. I'm just flipping it. Just flipping it. No reason. Just want to flick it. So in my head, I'm thinking to myself, right? I'm up here. I'm thinking, which is the wrong thing to do as a private, right?
You don't
I'm
think.
Thinking, this is on safe.
And the magazine.
It's on safe. Yeah, like, no shit, true story. Like, I didn't check. I could have checked. I could have went, okay, it's not on safe.
And it had to be.
I said, I'm going to trust myself.
A blank round, though.
This is unsafe. So, I'm like, I'm going to squeeze this trigger. And you know what? Nothing's going to happen because this is unsafe. Why don't just check? Boom. Not on safe. Put it on safe. Like, not even going to check. This is on safe. And I'm walking around like a badass.
Sneeze.
Excuse me.
Oh, I thought.
And I'm like,
I thought that was part of how he did it. I thought he sneezed. I thought he was getting ready to say he sneezed and he accidentally pulled the trigger, bro. Oh, he got me, bro. He got me. All right, let's go.
pop! Negligent discharge right there. My boy, Kenny, I don't know if he watches this
probably
channel,
shook,
but he was
bro.
sleeping there. His ass was like, yo, that boy woke up with the reddest eyes in the world. Just kind of like looked at me like. And I'm like I was shocked myself. I'm like, I thought this was unsafe.
Did the drill sergeant
I'm
rush up
looking
on him or
around, yo,
what?
I'm trying to play it off right now. I'm looking around. I'm like, hey, wake up. Wake up. You sleep. Wake up. All right. Ain't no time for sleeping. And the drill sergeant come running. He goes, privates,
What
who
happened?
just shot a round?
Oh, okay.
And I'm looking. Like, drill sergeant, that was me. I was just
did it
making
on
sure
purpose.
everyone here was awake.
So he got
So I
away
let the
with it.
round go. And drill sergeant looks at me and he goes, ain't you the private that told that LT? I mean, Roger Sergeant, we ain't gotta go through that again. Roger. that
Drill
was me.
sergeant,
Private, get over here. Get over here.
he must have been
And
AIT.
that was my first introduction to rifle drills. For those of you that don't know, it's a very torturous exercise. So yeah, I got smoked. And after that, we resumed mount training.
The weapon
and,
PT.
And proceeded on with the day. But that right there
He
was
tried.
a lesson to me
He tried.
that maybe I should just okay,
Observe
it's not
first,
on
you know what I'm
safe. Let me
saying?
go ahead and put that on safe. Because, this is my safety, right? right? No.
No.
No. You would be the only one to do that, right, Drew? You would be the only one. So yeah, that's the story about the first time. That was the only time that I had negligent discharge.
Okay,
Trust me,
got
I learned
you.
From that
Got you.
Through, this is why smoking privates is essential and it's important.
There you
learn
go,
from your
but
experience. It's like getting an ass whooping from your parents. Just shit you just never do again.
There you go.
I learned from it. Never did it again. I might have lost a magazine here and there, but that's.
But
because,
at least he didn't get no negligent discharge though.
But I got smoked for that too. But that's for a different story about this time in Iraq. That's for a different story.
This one time in Iraq? Okay.
Day. So besides that, appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment below if you have any experiences.
I like it.
Or if you know somebody that's had a negligent discharge, go ahead and call them out. Hey, dude, remember the
I don't want to call out my battle buddies, man.
Fuck you. Why you bring that up for? That was a long time ago. I was a private. I didn't know no better.
I don't want to call out my battle buddy. I'm not going to do it, man. But I've known a staff sergeant, and I've known at this time my battle buddy was either a specialist or a private first class, bro. Definitely remember two of my battle buddies. One in Afghanistan and one at the United States Army Sergeant Academy. He said it. That's got negligent discharge. Y'all, don't get a negligent discharge, okay? Just freaking keep your finger off the trigger. Don't flick that selector switch from safe to semi and back from semi to safe just because. Don't do that. Y'all got it? Lesson learned, right? It's your boy Thurs Lynch, y'all. SFAM, stand up, stay focused, motivated, get motivated up in this jank one time. Love y'all, Def SFAM. Deuces. Have a good day.